Till now, you have learned about the form validation with Django. In this lesson, we will take a step further and create the edit task functionality. So what we will do here is add a button beside each and every task, and once someone click on that, it will redirect to a new page where we will have a similar form with a single field to update the specific task text. So suppose we are clicking on this task, and once the page redirects to a new page, we will have a form similar to this, and inside this we will have this exact same value, which we can just update to anything and click on the button, and that will store the new value into the DB or update the database, and after that it will redirect the user to this same page again with the updated values. So let's get back to our editor and figure out how we will do that. Let's start by adding our first path here inside the URL patterns. Here we have added a new path with the URI pattern edit/id, which is of type integer, and that will execute the edit method of views. Now let's save it and create our new method inside views. Let's copy everything from the index method, as the edit method will be kind of similar. So there are few changes that we need to do now, and that is, the first thing is, instead of getting all the tasks from the database, we will just fetch a single task by passing the ID provided from the URL. And this method will handle two types of request: post request and get request. When the get request will execute, then this part will be executed. Here what we are doing is getting the form and passing it to our template along with the task. Here we need to create a new template called edit.html, and in the template we will pass the task as well as the form. Now in this case, we want the form to be pre-filled with the task fetched from the database. So in that case, we can do this by passing initial, which is of type dictionary, and here place the name of input and its value. So that's it for the get request. And for the post request, let's change this to task and this to edit.html. So here what we are doing is getting the form with the request supplied by the user, and we're checking if the form is valid or not. If it is valid, then we are just updating the value in the database and redirecting the user to the home page. And if the form is not valid, then in that case we are rendering the exact same view with the update form again, and that's it. So let's save this one and create a new template inside our templates directory. Let's copy everything from index.html and let's get rid of these things. Let's give it a title update, and here we need to do a few changes. The first thing is the URL. We will change it to edit and place the ID and here we need to change the level and let's change this to update. Now save it, and we need to add a link in our index page. Here, after each task, we will create a link to the edit page. It will be same as this one, so let's copy everything and paste here. So that's it. Now save it and let's check it out on browser. Well, there is one mistake. Instead of ID, we have passed the text here. So let's get back to the editor and fix this one. Here, let's change the text to ID, and here also we will change it to ID. Now save it and let's get back. So here we are getting the edit link after each task text. So let's click on the first one, and here we are getting our edit template, update task with the pre-filled input and the update button. So let's change it to something else. Instead of updating the existing one, let's just create a new one, because inside the post request of the edit method, instead of updating the existing data, we have created a new task instance. So let's fix this one. So here we have created a new task instance. We don't want that. What we will do is we will just simply say task.text is equals to this one, and after that we will execute the save method on this task instance. Here this task is this one, which is being fetched from the URL, and that's it. Now let's save it and get back to the browser. So here it's updated and no new tasks are being created. So this is how we can execute the edit task or edit operation on our models.